Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for a purpose, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. For uses of use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips a balance in favor of fair use. Now let's start this dang show.
You gonna have any fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
Hey Pete, we saw Jacoby and Brock Bowers back out there. I was wondering how are they feeling, and what's the likelihood of them playing on Sunday?
Yeah, well, both of them got work today. Jacoby got more than Brock did. He looked like he bounced back pretty well, so we're very hopeful that he'll be available. Brock got his first workout here in a while. His workouts have been great during the week. I watched him when he was working with the trainers, and he's really going good. So we're really close on him.
Would Bowers be considered questionable, or at this point?
I don't know that yet.
I know the term rivalry is a relative term, but over your career, how have you treated rivalry games? Do you treat them the same as every other game, or do you treat it differently?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Yeah, we approach every week like it's a championship game. It's the only game you got, and we don't rate them. We don't gauge them on who, where, or, and whether you're playing Monday night or Thursday night or Sunday afternoon. We don't gauge those things. And the reason is because we want to win every game we play. We want to play the best we can possibly play, no matter who we're playing, because we're practicing to do that. And that's why we'll give it everything we got in preparation, and then the walkthroughs and the work on the field and all of that, the planning, the game planning, everything. We're giving everything we got to every game, so we can't do any better than that. So it doesn't matter who we play or where we're playing them, and that's been an ongoing approach for a lot of years. And I've liked it. I think it balances out these kinds of situations and questions that you might ask, and these guys should think of it. This is the biggest game in the world. It's the only one we got. We may never get another one. You don't know. So that's how we've approached it.
Pete, regarding Jacoby, was this something that happened in practice that caused like the knee and toe injury, or just wear and tear?
Remember the catch he had last week?
Yeah,
it was when he kind of got folded up a little bit.
Okay, Pete, the trade deadline is approaching. I was wondering, how does the outcomes of the next 2 weeks with Chiefs and Jaguars at the bye would kind of impact you guys' approach at the deadline?
I don't think we approach it any differently because of the schedule and all. We're competing to get as good as we can possibly get. So we're looking for all opportunities, and as we watch what's happening, it seems really quiet right now in conversations or whatever's going on. But we take each opportunity as the next comp that we got. So we're going after it. Johnny got his guys, scouring the league and seeing everybody's players and practice squads and all that kind of stuff. We're just just trying to get better, so this doesn't change anything. I don't think the schedule will affect us. The bye coming up, it just gives us more time to work.
What up? Where's the music? Come on, Mr. DJ.
I never claimed to be a DJ. I was listening to our damn coach. You bullshit.
I don't know. Accelerator says 65 to -10. Let's go. I'm down. Let's ready.
You know what? I wish that would be a dream I don't want to wake up from. The fact that our offense could actually put up 5 fucking points. Or was he talking in a sense? Because that might be realistic.
Or like we all do in fantasy football, fortunately. That's when you can get minus points. And as much as I love that to be a reality, it is fantasy. No, but it is what it is. Asylum, it is Friday. That means game day is coming up soon this week. How do you feel?
That means
this is in your hometown. This is in your current town of residence ish. You're ish. You're near there.
Roundabout way,
Yeah.
This is usually a week I look forward to because I'd love to shit talk. You know that. I usually look forward to all this, but right now, we do that little prayer before everything. I've been doing it like every 30 seconds just to be fucking, respectable, to be a team, just to have the game close. Don't be like, some of the other games we had against them, unfortunately, where we're going into halftime and the game's already over.
So you're saying we need to get Jobu out here? Jobu?
Jobu's 0 for 2 for the season.
third time's a charm.
He's been out there kicking it with Geno Smith, apparently. I think this is hey, fuck you, Jobu. I do it myself for me. We didn't have that played.
We will see what happens this week. I know the only person that gave us a chance that thinks we're going to do it is Maurice Jones-Drew. He's the only one that said Raiders are going to do it. Everybody else across the board, Chiefs. And I get it. Chiefs are starting to find their way, of course. And then they're supposed to get Rashid back, or Rashid Rice. They're supposed to get him back this week. Not saying he's going to go full-fledged. Yeah. We will see. We will see what happens. But let's talk about this game. All right, we're still trying to make some adjustments here. Okay. Let's talk about this game. All right, Asylum. Let's look at these things here. Let's go look at the history right here. Okay, everyone is watching. Okay, here we go. Head-to-head history right here. Asylum. The Chiefs lead us 75-55 in 2 ties. And, I mean, that's not surprising because you remember how in the 90s they kind of dominated us under Schottenheimer and that Monday night game where Bad Moon Rising.
It was like an 11-year stretch that, we just couldn't do shit against them.
Yeah, and just like the Chargers, the Chiefs have Raider Week, all because of Schottenheimer. So the Schottenheimer Raider Week, when he took it over to San Diego, the Raider Week. So the Chiefs over here Raider Week, and the Raiders and the Chiefs, even though it's been one-sided for the most part in the last I don't want to think that it's been 30 years. I don't want to think that way, Asylum.
No, I don't think it's been 30 years, but it's been one-sided. Again, we go in that same time frame. How many coaches did they have in that same time frame, and then how many did we have? And these rivalries will be one-sided that way every time.
How far back do you want to go?
That's what I'm saying. You go back the last 20 years, and we've been through a shit ton of coaches.
Last 20 years, let's see. They had, for what I can remember, they had Schottenheimer in the 90s, and then after that, they had I'm forgetting his name. He was a defensive guy too. He was like Schottenheimer's like cousin almost. They almost look the same. the defensive guy. He wore glasses and everything. And then after that, it was
Schottenheimer?
I can't remember his name. I can see his face too. But then after that, it was you play to win the game. It was him. And then after that, it was Andy Reid. I believe it went in that order. And then Andy Reid. And then ever since, it's just been Andy Reid. And then if you want to look at the Raiders history, you had I'm going to start with 95. I'm going to start with 95. When the Raiders came back to Oakland, you had Mike White, Joe Bugle, John Gruden, Callahan, then
okay, well, we lost Mr. Savage there for a minute. Don't know what happened. So basically what we're trying to say is, yes, it's been one-sided. I mean, our records, though, I mean, we both have started the season off not the way any of us wanted to go. So, I mean, you would think we have a chance this week, right? I mean, they're only 3-3. We get a win, then we're tied if we could beat them. So it's just one of those. But the last couple games, they've been getting back into their form that they've been in for the last 5 years. So that's kind of scary in that aspect. I'll say 3/4 of the games we play them hard, but again, I'll give my keys to the game. I think there's only one way we have a chance of winning this game.
They're trying to cut me off, man. YouTube, the Raider history. I'm gonna say it again. Okay, Mike White, Joe Bugle, John Gruden, Bill Callahan, Norv Turner, Art Shell. It goes on for there. There's the white dude, and then there was the guy who took over him. Then there was the other white dude, and the guy who took over him. Then there was Cable, and then there was Hugh Jack City, and then it was Then there was the Mark Davis years. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right.
There's no moral victories in football.
You play to win the game. Okay, let's look at this right here. Salim, look over here. In the last 10 years, this is basically since the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, 2020. We've only won twice. The first year in Vegas and the game on Christmas Day where you were at. I don't have that picture up here. I'm sorry. Every time I want to use that picture.
I only claim to fame in anything, and you can't even have the fucking picture up. Ready to go? You have one job.
YouTube, StreamYard. I think they keep playing with me, man.
I'm just playing. No, I've noticed that though. I haven't been able to make the last few games out here, and unfortunately, I can't make this game. So I think I'll just have to start going to all the games when they play out here because.
Wait, I like this quote. I like this. Moral victories count when you're drunk. That means if I made a conscious decision while I'm almost unconscious, that means that counts. Okay, I could have went over there and I could have told that guy in the face, you know what? But I didn't because I got priors. It's moral victory when you're drunk. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just remember that. It's the decisions you don't make when you're drunk are moral victories, and we appreciate them. For all you drunks out there, they say, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't care what you say, devil on my shoulder. I don't care. Okay? All right. Here we go.
Raider Jeff predicts 3 touchdowns. We'll be lucky if we get 3 first downs.
Well, never mind. I was going to say, I forgot Geno Smith's our quarterback. I forgot. In this game, especially with Chris Jones in the middle, he's been kind of off. I don't know if they're losing streak. I was
saying it. If you look at before you came on and went right back to your coaching count, I was saying if you look at the record, it looks like we have a chance in this game. You get one more win, then they're tied. They're 3-3. We're 2-4. You would think, but the problem is the last 2 to 3 games, they have been back to their form of that winning form they've had the last fucking 5 years.
Yeah.
So they're getting their rhythm back and going. They had a hard start, but again, and as I said, I will give my keys to the game, and I think that's the only way we're going to win the game.
Well, I know. What I'm saying, where it's a game of ifs. It's a game of ifs when it comes to the Raiders.
The biggest if ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk.
Ifs. There's a movie called If, and it stands for Imaginary Friend. And for us, it stands for it stands for Imaginary Football. Because we have Geno Smith, and it's like, the last Raider quarterback to beat the Raiders was this man right here, Team Ramrod. And I know it wasn't,
you mean to beat the Chiefs?
To beat the Chiefs, last Raider quarterback to beat the Chiefs. And a lot of folks were like, well, hey, man, he didn't have a completion after the first quarter, and that was all the defense. And yeah, but see,
why? Because you were able to run the fucking ball.
But see, what the point is, though, is maybe sometimes kind of like how they say, like when the Warriors, before they had their dynasty, they say it's the trades we didn't make is what is a dynasty. When they went to go put Clay, they were talking about putting Klay Thompson on the trading block, and they ended up keeping him, and then they went on that run for 4 championships. So when it comes to Aiden O'Connell, it's the throws he didn't throw that kept the game because he was managing the game. When you have Geno Smith, it's the throws you should not have thrown.
And people got to realize, I mean, you brought this up plenty of times. In that game, it was cold as fuck out there. So throwing the ball, was not one of those ones that you were wanting to do a lot of anyways. And then, it'd be perfect if it was that cold with an Ashton Genty, because taking those hits in that cold would demoralize the defense. The way Genty, goes up. But
go
ahead.
And then you saw how Mahomes looked in the cold trying to throw the ball. That ball was bounced all over the place out of his hands.
Yeah, because that thing's as hard as a goddamn rock.
Yeah, playing against the Raider. Now, there's a man right there, Chris Jones, who made a moral decision to comment that he's probably drunk, because I'm not even afraid of our offensive line. I'm not even afraid of. I'll go line up on the offensive left side or the defensive right side to the offensive left side. I go right past Parham. I'll go right past him.
I could fucking get sacks against that O-line.
Yeah, it's just, and I'm telling you, it's only one person, and it's Parham. One weak link in the chain can just throw the whole thing off. But also with Aiden O'Connell, he was a rookie with a rookie interim coach, and on his second OC. I know people we heard the story before, so I'm gonna stop. Anyways, but I'm just saying is Geno Smith is not a rookie.
Geno Smith. I keep saying the same shit. It's because that shit does matter. It does. It's an excuse for everybody else, any other team. It's an excuse, and people, can live with it. But when you say it about a Derek Carr, or you say it about an Aiden O'Connell, you're either racist or it just doesn't mean shit.
Well, it's just, when you look at these numbers right here. And you know what else? What other interesting stat I heard? I read, Asylum. You want to hear? I don't have the numbers, but you know what? An interesting stat looking at this interception count right here. What I saw was, well, no, not that. No. He has 10 interceptions. The rest of the quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Herbert, and Mahomes, all equal to how many. He's all like, hold my beer. I can get as many as all 3 of you. Yeah, we want that in the touchdown column.
I'd rather have that in touchdowns.
Yeah.
Wrong stat.
Yeah, so
I swear to God, that motherfucker goes home every day and says, at least I'm leading the league in something. I'm proud of it. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, you know what that's called? Moral victories when you're drunk.
Oh.
Hey, at least he's leading to something. Okay. So let's look at these right here. Let's who's gonna have more picks this weekend, Gino or a wedding photographer? Depends on who's getting married. Well, hey, how about this? Who's getting more picks, Geno Smith or people trying to take pictures of Taylor Swift up in the booth? Geno Smith. So, okay, let's look at these numbers right here. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's look at the Las Vegas Raiders numbers. And these have been proofread and edited because I had Jessica do it. So she took care of that for me. I just read the numbers and she typed it in. So she is the expert at data entering and all that. You know, I am just good at talking. So we put our skills together and boom, here we go. Look at even the handwriting is clean. See that?
Yes, Jason.
Even the handwriting.
I think you
even
said
the
it
handwriting
right.
is clean. Who's gonna?
Louisville's going to gonna upset Miami. Here, we'll put it up for you. Just
Miami
so you can remember that you said it.
Miami can't do nothing right. Just ask Tugalore. I heard somebody call his name Tua Turnover or something. Turnover Gua or something like that. So, that's a good one. All right, so let's look at this right here. Okay, let's look at the Raiders' offense. Overall, 306.7 yards a game. This is 23rd. It's low. 105 of that is on the ground. 23rd. At least it's better than last year at 31, 32. 201 in the air, which is 19th. Low middle of the pack, you know. But right here, I don't like the 17. Huh?
Lower middle class,
you know, how I feel, you know, in this economy that we live in. 17.2 points per game, which is 30th. That's not good at all. You know, with what we got, you know, Chip Kelly and a veteran, Geno Smith. And I'm not going to put the blame on Genty because he's a rookie, though they're not using him right. You got to give him the ball.
Hold on. So Geno put the blame on him. Why can't we?
Geno also put the blame on a rookie receiver that he threw to when he was already covered. So that's his fault, I guess. Anyways, the Raiders defense giving up. The Raiders defense giving up 311 yards a game, which is 11th, not bad. 95 of that is on the ground, 10th, not bad. 215 is that is in the air, which is 19th. Especially going against Kansas City. 24.8 points a game. They give up more points than they score, of course, when you're 2-4. That's just 23rd in the league. Kansas City, you know, they're starting to climb back up, so their numbers got better in the last couple of weeks. 306 yards a game on offense, which is 8th in the league. 118 of that is on the ground, which is 14th. 241 of that is in the air, which is 8th. So wait, their offense versus our pass defense. Their pass offense, 25.8 points a game, which is 9th, not matching to what we give up. We give it one less, so I guess our goal is to keep them under 25. Yeah. Yards per game that they give up, 311.2, which is 12th. On the ground, 119.2, which is 19th. In the air was 192, which is 8th. And they give up 20.7. So if we can score, we can get into that 20 range. We have a chance. Will we? I don't know. Asylum, when you see these numbers, does it look promising? Do we have a chance?
I mean, you know what's funny is they're 3-3, but they're ranking, you know, in the upper half of the league on offense and defense. So how does that happen? You know, what I'm seeing here for our side, obviously, except for the points, and I don't hold that against the defense because they spend so much time on the damn field. You know, teams are going to hold it, and a lot of that is fucking field goals coming off of damn Geno Smith interceptions. So
I want to interrupt you real quick. On the press conference this week, you know, when Pete Carroll was trying to justify our record, you know, if it wasn't for an inch on that block field goal, we could have beat the Bears. Are we forgetting the 3 interceptions that was thrown that gave the Bears extra possessions and lost us time in that game to go downfield?
It's the players that need to have the short memory, not the coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, I always joke about my memory's like an Etch-a-Sketch, but Pete Carroll seems like when he puts a new piece of gum in and starts chewing, he chews so violently he just forgets everything.
You know what Pete Carroll needs? He needs some Centrum silver and black. All right. We like to joke because we kid. We don't play football or coach or anything. We just watch it and waste our money on tickets and the ticket.
Quarterback. I'm an armchair, coach. I'm not going to fucking lie. I still a better team.
I still play Blitz 2000 on my Nintendo 64, so I'm an old school armchair quarterback. All right,
I forgot the original Nintendo.
I do too. I got the little mini one.
I'll be playing
I got the original too. I still got Atari. Okay, you want to keep going? I got Pong.
Okay, in television.
Oh wait, I think I remember that one. I didn't have that. That was before my time. The eye for the interactive. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's super old school. For those who know, or now you know, or the no you know. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at these numbers right here. Okay, 2-4 to 3-3. Patrick Mahomes at 500. Geno Smith 2-4, and
that's under 500 in case people needed to know.
Yes, 66.1 completion percentage to 64. So I guess Geno Smith, if you count the interception, it's still completion. It's just to the other team.
I don't know if that counts for your completion percentage, though. It should.
I feel like I'm trying not to be so negative. Okay, let me be positive. I feel like Randy Quaid in Major League 2, they're blowing in the playoffs. So I'm gonna be good. Okay. 1,350 yards passing for Geno Smith to 1,514. 1,514 and Patrick Mahomes. But see, look at the stat. The most important one is right in the middle, right there. Passing touchdown 7 to Geno Smith, 11 to Patrick Mahomes. But right underneath there, 10 interceptions to just 2. I saw it. 2.
Go through your numbers because you are correct. That is the most important one, but there's a few more important stats on here too.
Oh, we got more to read about, huh?
Huh?
I know. I said we got more to read about, huh?
Well, I mean, I can go right into it, or I can just let you finish your stats and then go.
No. I know. I see what you're saying because that important stat right there in the bottom right-hand corner, right there, on his feet.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say it's his feet. It's not just that one. It's also. The 2 above it as well. I know Geno's older, but Mahomes is doing more. 7 to 11, I can live with that stat right there. The 10 to the 2, no, I can't. But the fact that Patrick Mahomes is not being afraid to, especially goal line and red zone opportunities, obviously he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
10, you jump that up to and have him have 4 rushing touchdowns, right? It kind of starts, balancing out. He has 15 touchdowns versus 7.
Yes.
That's the difference right there.
Yes. Hold on, let me do this for you. Geno Smith is supposed to be a mobile enough. We're going to say a mobile enough quarterback to be able to make plays on his feet. And for someone who's terrified of the offensive line, he doesn't get out. He doesn't try to move out the pocket and find someone open. He wants to stay in there, and then he gets rushed. He gets pressure. The guy has not got to him yet. And then the ball, he forces the ball into double coverage, or he throws it low, and then it's like.
It don't take much. If Rich Gannon could do it, Geno Smith could fucking do it.
And that's what I was hoping. They're both the same age.
You know, I
They
mean,
both went to the same thing.
it's you know, you kick out. It's not that hard. You know the offensive line. You kick out. You guys ain't open, but you got all that open field in front of you, especially when it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. Right? Why don't you have any? I don't even think he has any rushing attempts for touchdowns.
No.
It goes straight to Genty, and which is fine. I can understand that, but 10-yard line, 15-yard line, I guarantee you see 10 yards in front of him. He could get those 10 yards and make it easier for the team.
And it just seems like, and it goes back to, dude, you're a veteran. Okay, you're having rookie tendencies. Where is the pocket presence? You know, like move away from the left side, move away, come out and make your own time early. Go out there and make plays. But broken record.
Like I said, I've spent since Wednesday trying to think of something new to say because I'm really tired of talking about fucking Geno Smith because it's the same shit over and over and over.
How many quarterbacks have we had since Derek Carr's last year in 2022?
4, 5.
I'm just saying is that it's rhetorical because it's forever. It's a lot. No,
you said it. Veteran quarterback, right? He's been there. We got the Jets Geno Smith, and sure the hell's got the Seahawks Geno Smith.
That's why I've been calling him Tinu Smith.
I mean, it's like, why did you regress? What's different? You have your head coach. You have a coach that believes in you to the point that he's putting his career on the line, I guess. And right now, maybe his legacy on the line for you.
Legacy.
And you're just going out there and playing like a spoiled little brat.
We lost only one game. That's good. Okay. Well, let's check out these numbers. We already talked about the quarterbacks, but let's go dive into the two offenses. Ashton Genty, 105 attempts, 424 yards, 3 touchdowns, a long of 64. That was 2 games ago.
It's the Bears.
Yes, against the Bears. We should have won. 3 interceptions. Raheem Mostert, second on the team with rushing attempts, 16 for 80 yards. No touchdowns, along with 37. Trey Tucker has emerged. Everyone keeps saying he's emerged as our number 1 receiver. 24 receptions, 356 yards, 4 touchdowns, as long as 61. And Jacoby Myers, who had a light practice today. I know all these trade rumors are coming and swirling around, but he is currently, because he's still on the team, the second leading receiver, 29 receptions, 329 yards, no touchdowns, 45, along of 45. Looking at the Patriots, looking at the charts, oh my God. Looking at the Chiefs, all the teams we hate, looking at the Chiefs, all rolled up in one. 39 attempts, we already saw the quarterback, so looking at the rushing. Patrick Mahomes, 2-year point asylum, the second leading rusher on the team, 39 attempts, 222 yards with 4 touchdowns, and along of 22. Isaiah Pacheco, 51 attempts, 214 yards, no touchdowns because they give the ball to Hines, to Hunt. Yeah, wrong catcher brand. Lamar Hunt. Yeah, he's the closer. So receiving, if we're going to run with Geno, it's on QC to get the college game together. It's on the QC. Quality control. I'm gonna go with quality control. Is it? Oh no, it's quality control. I guess QC, they got a quality control. I never knew what they do though. Quality control. We don't have that, as you can tell.
They inspect and make sure the quality is good.
Well, then who is our quality control then?
See, our quality control is supposed to be fucking Pete Carroll.
I don't have a response to that.
Because there is none. Because his boy is playing the best football. I mean, again, okay, we're going into, what is this, week 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, 1,013, 1,300 yards. Oh my God, he's on pace to throw for 4,000 fucking yards again. Who gives a flying fuck when you're throwing all these interceptions?
Do those interception returns go to your yards? No.
They should.
They go negative.
Up there with Patrick right now, 1,500.
Nah, they go negative.
I mean, he really should be out there fighting for JPJ's job with his buddy, the head coach, and saying, going, because he saved him on 3 pick sixes already.
Yeah, on his first game back after the concussion.
Yeah.
Well, let me finish this off real quick. Travis Kelce somehow was a leading receiver after all. He started his slow season, 28 receptions, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Hollywood Brown, 30 receptions, 302 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You know, their offense is starting to click, and they're getting Rashid Rice
Brown,
back.
Though, I think that's because Rashid Rice has been out with that suspension for the first 6 games.
And of course, he's going to come back when they play the Raiders in Kansas City. Now, I'm saying he's going to have a big impact, but you don't know because Juju Smith got knocked around after the game. So I don't know. I know they can use them, especially with the injuries the Chiefs have been dealing with when
in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, when Worthy ran into or when Kelce ran into Worthy and knocked him out for like 4 games.
I mean,
his shoulder out.
Some of that shit skewed, but I mean, again, Patrick Mahomes is doing what he needs to, to keep them in games. We're going to say that they did not start the season off, the greatest, which was great for us. I mean, as Raiders fans, we were loving to see, this slide right now. But
look at that though. The West is still open, and we can't take the opportunity, man. Everyone cooled off.
But again,
the Chargers cooled off.
Yeah, the Chargers did. Denver's been,
up and down.
Not the team that everyone was, expecting. When they were giving out the wins, losses. The professionals.
Yeah.
Everything. Kansas City stumbled. I mean, we have a chance here to actually be competitive in what was supposed to be one of the strongest divisions. And yet again, I wish you would have made that little thing going because we got the 3 Stooges right now.
Yeah.
And,
OC. Yes, you're right.
I was right.
Well, there's a QC, quality control.
Well, no, QC is a real thing.
Yeah, we don't have one, but yeah.
No team has one. But again, if you're going to put QC title on anybody, it's going to have to be the head coach.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, it's almost to the point. Are we at the point to throw Spytek in this fucking mix too? What has he done since the season started?
He signed Cooper and then gave him his retirement papers. So
I mean, in all honesty, I brought it up. What was it? Wednesday, I think it was. You got the team in first place going out and trying to make their team better and making trades. You got Pete Carroll, who had the nemesis in the division, being outcoached off the field by his nemesis.
Harbaugh, yeah. And then it's going against another, coach that he's seen many times throughout the years in Andy Reid. And, I was having this cover.
He signed former Seahawk players.
Hey, I know you said the article too. We're turning into the Las Vegas Seahawks, and going off of what you said about Spytek. I mean, we had, and I'm pretty sure everyone on every podcast has said the same thing since free agency opened up in March. Is that we had the second highest cap, and we did nothing. The Patriots, who had the highest, you saw what they did. They took half our defense, and apparently some rumors are saying that Jacoby Myers might end up going back to the Patriots on a trade. So they're making moves now.
And they just recently, because of Thursday, took first place in their own damn division.
And so I guess what you're saying, Asylum, or what we're saying is that the equation is if you spend some money, for some quality players, you might have a quality football team and play some quality football on the field for all the fans to enjoy a quality football game in your hometown in a nice stadium.
You extended 3 players, right? They spent money because they extended 3 players' contracts. Maxx Crosby doing his thing, smart decision.
Yeah,
you wait forever, but you bring in, you do it to Colton Miller. Well, he's on injured reserve right now.
Yeah,
he's hurt.
Yeah,
they ain't doing this no good. Then you do it for a fucking quarterback that is, it's feeling like, I know it's beating his horse. His horse is beyond dead, but it feels like his checks are tied into his interceptions. The more he throws, the bigger checks he gets.
Let me ask you this then. Will this man play this Sunday? Do you see him not playing or I doubt they'll make the trade. Well, I don't know. Because they can trade him now and he can
tomorrow,
go.
But I doubt that. I doubt that if there's a trade coming, it'd probably be on Monday because they'll be in talks tomorrow. Then Sunday, it's football day. Ain't nobody talking about shit.
Well, I mean, but would you, I'm sorry, not would you, but I guess, do you think that because if he's on the trading block, you don't want to play him because you want to make sure that he don't get hurt. And you're preserving him to make the swap of whatever you agreed upon to receive. And let's just look at it real quick. Let's just look at it real quick right here, okay? Because right now, looking at the injury report, you see that Jacoby Myers, and you saw that with Pete Carroll in the intro, that he didn't practice the last 2 weeks the last 2 days outside of today, with a knee and toe injury. And they asked him, well, why was he not practicing? He said, he rolled it up in the game, in this past game, on a reception. So, okay, I guess that's, legitimate reason. Okay, but not to play or they pay entire contract. Edward Winchell's in the comments. Myers' agent informed the Raiders not to play or they pay entire contract. Guarantee that money, he's saying. So I guess right there. I mean, because I look at this could be a cover up. Asylum. No need for the tinfoil hats, but still. This could be a cover-up. Let's just put him on there. We're going to tell the team that we're going to make the exchange with. He's fine. We're just putting it on there so people don't try to, they're going to trade him. They're going to trade him. No, he's not. He's just a little dinged up. Breaking news. No, not now. I'm just saying. So,
but this is the perfect way to hide what you're trying to do. He's got a knee and toe. Okay. Last year, whenever it was for the Davante Adams bullshit, right?
Yeah,
that was Davante Adams doing that. We know it's a hamstring. You cannot verify a hamstring injury. You got to go off the player. But here, it's a knee and toe. Who's going to question that? He didn't practice. He was limited. No, we wanted to keep him out to stay healthy, like they should have done for Brock fucking Bowers, instead of playing his ass.
But if it's a Friday, it's going to be a light practice because it's a few days before the game. They're not going to go hard a few days before the game. So it's he had a light practice. We had him just do some sprints just to show he's out there. Don't question me.
Video recorder to be able to send out to other teams to show that he's really not fucking hurt. But again, I think if it's being faked, where you're trying to go, if it's being faked, it's not Jacoby who's doing it.
I'm not saying it's Jacoby. I'm saying it's like we have a guy that's talking to us. So and they're interested. We're not going to give Jacoby Myers a contract after this year. So let's try to get something out of him. But everyone's onto us because we didn't practice him Monday and Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, you know what days. So let's just. Friday's going to be a light practice anyways. We'll have him just kind of run some routes. No contact, no nothing. Just have him run routes. Like you said, we're recording him, kind of like when you want to sell a car, you're trying to sell a car, you put the car on the road and you take pictures of it and you do the whole thing You're trying to like see nice car, interior, outside. Look at that. Look at the lights work. Everything's fine. Look at the miles that's on there. Everything's good. Da, 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 da. So we're seeing it out there. And then you make the deal. Oh, okay. Sold. All right. That's probably what this was, virtually kicking the tires. Okay.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's the only feasible thing. Okay, we'll say this. I'll say this. I mean, if he's on the team after the bye, because we got to remember, we got the bye coming up, right? We played, then we got the bye. If he makes it past the bye, he's not getting traded at all. But they will probably trade him during the bye, this whole time with the bye week. That's when it's going to get done. And while they're doing right here is trying to protect that 5th round draft pick you're going to get for him by not
even not a fourth. Not a fourth.
Hey, I'm just telling you what they're going to. What I think they're going to end up taking for him.
You lowball yourself.
I mean, honestly, I think we can get a third out of him. But he's going to come in with a 5th round. Trying to do a 5th round, probably not even a player, and they're going to just jump on it and say, well, we got an extra draft pick out of it.
Well, Gino was worth a third, so when we traded for Gino, he was worth a third. Huh?
I said, no, he wasn't.
Well, I mean, before the lemon law kicked in, yes, he was, because the Raiders gave up a third to get him. So, and then, let's putting bad juju out there. Brock Bowers is doubtful, most likely will not play. He's probably another guy that they're going to wait, have him go through the bye week, and then we'll evaluate to start the second half of our season. Doesn't want to play with Rodgers. Sitters want him, but he doesn't want to play with Rodgers. Dylan Olave, hamstring. He should be playing. Jacoby Myers, of course, we've just been talking about him. Most likely, he probably will not play because, got to keep that investment safe.
Jason Downs knows what I'm talking about.
Which one? Watch. We will get a 6th round. We will have to pick up a 7th. I'll give up a 7th. I mean, well, I like the other one he put when he said, according to Dr. Devontae Adams, he'll be fine. After Vegas, after he gets traded, just like him.
That was a miraculous healing of that hamstring.
Hold on, we got to make sure we got to do an investigation. Is Kay Adams behind this? Because you can't trust Adams as is, Kay. She's behind all this.
She could be.
She's behind all this. Then we know he's gonna get traded. Okay, Alex Bachman, who had so a couple of great returns this past game. He is questionable with an ankle. Justin Shorter illness should be playing, and then Maxx Crosby. He was on last week with a knee. Now this week he's on with a back injury. Those two are probably just a rest and light practice. But if you know Maxx Crosby, like we all do, he will play. And looking at the Chiefs right here, and I don't know, would you call this right here a Rashee Rice? I mean, he's not injured. Of course, you said he was suspended. But he's ready to go. And I know Ed, I think it was Ed that said, he said something like, it was something about him not really playing, got to get him back in or something.
He's got to get, they like to use the word football.
Oh, no. It wasn't Ed. It was Devon. He said, is he even like, ready, football ready? It was Devon. I remember that now. Devon said, is he in football ready? I mean, they all do their own practices, like their own training, but coming back in, going straight into football speed, Asylum.
I mean, we don't know what he was doing during the suspension. He'll probably be close. Now he won't have his rhythm that he should have with Mahomes because he's missed those 6 games. But we know Mahomes, and his stupid ass fucking no looks, this, that, behind the back, under the leg, horse trick shot kind of fucking throws. And I don't see that being too long.
No, I don't. What it sounds like, Asylum, what you're saying is they're the Globetrotters and we're the Generals. I don't want to be the Generals. I don't want to be the Generals
either. But as long as you got fucking Geno Smith under center, the Generals could beat us.
We're gonna be the Generals, man. I don't want to live in that reality. But look at right here. Okay, you got Josh Simmons. Okay, Otako, he's out. Everybody else is, I mean, they got the issues, whatever, but there's no questionables. Just the unspecified Jawan Taylor off in the tackle, but all full practice across the board. They're for the most part fully healthy. And look on the bottom, Asylum. Is this a revenge game for Jerry Tillery?
It could be.
He found himself back in the AFC West after the Chargers to us, and he went out to Minnesota, came back over here to the Chiefs. He's the reason why we lost to the Chargers. Not the Chargers, to the Rams. Wrong LA team. Ed says, please.
Oh, no, he's talking about the whole Brock Bowers being all pro.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was when I said revenge game. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm just here. Okay, hold on. Let me do this back here. Okay, that's your injury report. Okay, sorry. All right, let me do a quick commercial, and then we'll get into our keys and our know your history. All right, quick commercial. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. I get to do the shameless plug too. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to The Cage Match Show on YouTube. And hit that bell like you want to hit Roger Goodell for messing up our favorite sport. And also, help me out by going to Dubby.gg. Put Cage Match in the discount code box and get 10% off your order. Get that energy like me doing all these segments. Back to the show.
All right, for everyone watching, make sure you like, share, subscribe to our channel. And yes, our Wednesday shows are great. Peggy should be back on this coming Wednesday. We'll see what she feels after the Chiefs game. I know it was very heated back and forth. So, but we're not afraid. And I know she's not afraid. So we're going to come back, bring her into the cage. All right. Asylum, keys to the game. It's your turn. It's your time. You know you had keys. You mentioned it earlier. And if it's don't throw interceptions, that key broke. We need a locksmith.
That's not
a Geno Smith.
Single key to the game.
We need a locksmith, not a Geno Smith. Okay, that key's broken. Okay, Asylum, what is your keys to the game?
No, I got one key to the game. You want to win this game? Bench Geno Smith.
That key's broken too.
That's you keep Geno in there. I'm telling you, right now in fantasy football, I'm playing the goddamn Chiefs defense because Geno's going to play the goddamn game. And guess what? With the way he's been going, this is the week he throws 3 interceptions in the game. Every other week.
Total.
Every other week. My key to the game is bench Geno Smith.
Vegas on how many? Do you see what Ed put?
There's a line in Vegas on how many interceptions Geno gets this week.
This is, and we're trying to make light of it.
What's the over-under, Ed?
4. If we're trying to make light of it, I don't know. I'm just making it up because 3 is his max. So if he hits 4, payout. Let's go.
No, take the over.
Geno is on track to have more interceptions and touchdowns.
He already has more interceptions and touchdowns. He's on track for 27 interceptions to end the season.
And look at what I was going to say. The only way they're going to bench Geno is if he breaks his personal record of 3 interceptions in the game, because that didn't do it, okay? He already did it twice this year.
I'll take that bet. I'll bet
he has to go
in the game. If he goes 4, Pete Carroll still keeps him in the game.
He has to go for the cycle, okay? He has to get a strip sack, so he has to fumble the ball, throw an interception, throw a pick 6, and get a safety, okay? He has to go for the cycle, all right? Not put it out there. It better not happen.
All I'm saying is usually these Friday shows are easy, but for the last 3-4 weeks, It's been harder than shit because we have Geno Smith as our quarterback.
Take over, Monty. I'm in the bag.
Me?
That's our Friday shows.
Well, I'm just saying, usually it's, because we can talk, the numbers, it's all this, and we still do that. But, I mean, it's still the same shit over and over. The horse is not even kicking anymore when you kick him.
No, you know where the horse is at? The head isn't laying in someone's bed as a warning to bench Geno. So
hopefully,
Still don't care. It's my guy. It's my guy, Blue. You're my guy, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
All right. Every Friday show, we do a little thing called Know Your History. And this one, it's not a game. We're going to look back at why we hate the Chiefs, why the Chiefs hate us, do a little history lesson on the rivalry and why it is the way it is, old school style. Okay, not what happened in the last 20 years. This is back in the Pete Banaszak and Ben Davidson punching Len Dawson because he speared him and all that. K. So we're gonna go back in time with our Know Your History. Raiders, Chiefs, go into the time machine. The DeLorean, we need gas. Mr. Fusion, get some trash. Geno Smith, go in there. We need now. All right, here we go.
Hey,
Know Your History.
You're nothing but garbage segment. And fucking put Geno Smith in it.
I thought about that too this week because I have two candidates, Geno Smith and of course Parham. Put them both out the garbage. Okay, here we go. Know Your History. Raiders, Chiefs. You got it?
I got it.
Raiders, Chiefs rivalry. Here we go.
And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history.
The red versus the black. The rivalry began during the early days of the AFL. And from the beginning, no member of the opposing organization could escape the fury.
They had that horse. I remember Madden hated that horse, and every time the Chiefs would score, the horse would run up and down the field, and the Chiefs would be waving the spear and all that. And we got so that I remember coming on the field and Fred Biletnikoff and I throwing ice cubes at him, and I think Fred even kicked him one time.
But the cheap shots were not just reserved for mascots.
If you're behind, it's kind of natural to give an elbow here or throw some dirt there or trip there and all those kind of things to kind of make the other guy look stupid.
A lot of players didn't like each other. I mean, get right down to it.
Buck Buchanan, when he tipped George Bland upside down and threw him down on his head, that rubbed some of us the wrong way.
Freddie Biletnikoff had this running thing with Jim Marcellus, who was their cornerback.
Biletnikoff to the right against Marcellus. Back is LaMonica. Throws for Biletnikoff. Touchdown Raiders! Biletnikoff is having words right now with Marcellus.
When he caught the ball, he spiked it in front of Marcellus and he pointed his finger at him. And I don't know what he told him, but evidently it wasn't very pretty.
It all started with Hank Stram. He always looked so neat, prim and proper. His tie was always very neat, and his hair was in place, and you could always hear that little squeaky voice, hey, you're holding 63, you're holding, and you always look over to him and you want to, kind of spit at him too when you went by him.
With Kansas City, I mean, you could speak to a guy and say hello and a fight would break out.
Oh, I think the classic one was a fight that involved Lenny Dawson and Ben Davidson.
It was late in the game. The Raiders had used all their timeouts. Things were looking very bleak.
We had a 3-point lead, a third down play, and I called a bootleg.
Here's the bootleg now by Dawson running to the right himself. He's got a first down. He's down to the 35, and he's brought down at the 28-yard line.
What should have been a game-clinching first down was instead wiped away by actions typical of two arch-enemies.
Davidson and Taylor are going at it. There are at least 8 Chiefs. Here come all the Raiders. Holy Toledo, it's a free-for-all.
Lenny very much needed to be touched down, but I figured being a conscientious defensive end, I should touch him down, which is illegal now, but with my helmet in his back.
Here comes Otis Taylor, He came flying at Ben, and the referees penalized the Kansas City Chiefs. We got the ball back as a result of that.
We drive to near midfield, and with 3 or 4 seconds left to go, Blanda kicks a 48-yard field goal, and we get out of there with a 17-17 tie.
It is good. It's good. It is good.
Their contests were punctuated by more than just malice. During the 60s, the Chiefs and the Raiders were the class of the AFL.
The first 5 years I was with the Chiefs, every time we played them, it was either for the lead in the division or the conference championship.
Such was the case in 1969, when Oakland beat Kansas City 2 times during the regular season.
So we had to go out there to play them for the right to go to Super Bowl IV. They were so confident that they were going to win that the players had their bags packed for New Orleans and had stored them at the stadium because they were going to go right to the airport.
We were up going into the third quarter, and we had Lenny Dawson with a third and about 15.
We're in deep trouble. We're in the end zone. And we're coming out. We got to get out of the soup. We hid Otis Taylor. We put him in a position between the right guard and the right tackle. Went on a quick count, and Otis went down to the sideline deep and made a one-handed catch, gave us a first down, and enabled us to win the game.
And he catches this ball one hand with 1 foot out. This was a real bad call. And they went in and scored and beat us.
It made it so satisfying because as we're going to our bus to go catch a plane back to Kansas City to get ready to go to New Orleans, here come the Raider players with their suitcases in hand that had to walk by us to get to their cars. And I'll never forget that. That was the most enjoyable thing that I can recall.
The defining legacy of this rivalry is not only the championships, but the rancorous battles that were endured in order to reach those victorious ends.
Those moments and those games were special. And now I'll sit and watch the Raider-Chief game on TV, and I start reliving all those certain situations. It's almost like I'm looking across and Bobby Bell screaming out something, and all of a sudden I got sweat coming out from underneath my arms down to my waist, and it's like reliving all these moments that you cherish.
So they had the refs in their pockets back then too.
Apparently so. Hank Stram and Lamar Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lamar Hunt, they went behind Al Davis's back when they were trying to and that's when the whole merge happened. Al Davis was going to try to take down the NFL with the AFL, and they were found a way behind Al Davis. Oh, let's settle. Okay. Oh yeah, 1970, the merger. Yeah. Al Davis was going to take him down. So Lamar Hunt was behind all that. One of the main guys behind all that. So, and adding to that is the rivalry of the Raiders and the Chiefs and the battles and the fights and everything. So that is your history. Why we hate the Chiefs, why the Chiefs hate us, and of course, with the many different players that went back and forth, of course, and one of the most notable ones is Marcus Allen after us, and he goes over there and then has his way with us the next many years after that before he retired. So this rivalry goes deep.
I'm sorry.
Goes deep.
That had to be a jab at Al Davis.
Marcus Allen?
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
It had to be.
And
on the show and ask him.
Yeah, we need to get. He's like, no, it's no. Everything's all business. Okay, then how come you and Al Davis didn't like each other? What happened? You're under oath. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, right. Hangs up. Okay. Yes, every player back then would be suspended. It's exactly what Michael Irvin said on the Wednesday show. We were playing that clip. That. And the thing I hate, Asylum, is that I wasn't born yet, so I didn't get to see that live. And then when they try to bring out the XFL in the 2000s, and that was a joke because they were throwing flags before the guy even touched them. Okay, now you knew. Oh yeah, of course, because this is a Vince McMahon production. That is WWE. They were throwing flags, and the guy didn't even touch the guy yet. This is fake. So 1 year.
He was just trying to put up too much of a wrestling production into a football game. Now it's turning into something though. Now that XFL, is now that he's not in charge of it and The Rock's got it and shit like that, it's starting to turn into its own little league.
Yeah. So we took over and matched football with wrestling in the cage match. I don't care what happens on a Monday show. They're trying to take what we're doing over here. You know who you are. Saying that for life.
God damn it.
The only for life is NWO for life. No. Okay. That is our Friday show. Asylum, do we dare even give some kind of final score? No, I don't like scores, okay? How about Geno Smith's final stats? Not talking about yardage. I'm talking about the main stat here. What is your prediction on Geno Smith's performance? Touchdowns.
Are we going to talk about predictions or hopes?
Asylum, just like there's no moral victories, hope don't get you nowhere either. I hope to pay $1 million. I hope to win $1 million, and I'm still waiting for that contest to go my way.
I'll say this. I'll be generous in one stat. Let's say he adds 2 more touchdowns to that number there. Nice. But there's going to be 4 interceptions in that game.
Okay, but will that 4th one make it? Can you pick a time?
No, I don't think it will. I don't think fucking Carroll has the balls to bench Geno Smith.
Yeah.
If you want open mic tonight, open mic 401 later, Jeffy.
If I haven't seen Jeff in a while, I'm calling out Jeff. Jeff, we need you to piss off Asylum. Where are you at, Jeff? Okay.
No,
you're making my life hard. Yeah, I know, but then it pisses you off, and that's what makes the show. You are Asylum inside the bounty house that is your cell. Okay, that is our show for today. Asylum, I know you had the last word on Geno Smith, but any other encouraging words for us, the Raiders?
Let's just go out there and be competitive. We always talk about, and I was saying it before you had come back on when you had your little whatever happened.
Goodell.
We generally always, except for a game here or there, we play them hard. Let's just go out there, play them hard, make them work for that win or loss that they're going to get. We don't know what happens. It's any given Sunday. So we're not saying that we cannot win this game because we can any given Sunday. But let's just go out there, be competitive, and let's make it a football game.
I just have this to say.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you. Let's just have fun. Let's just, make it again. I don't want to hear that. I want to win. I'm just joking.
I want to win too. Trust me. Nobody wants us to win more than me.
I know. You're right there in ground zero.
I want to be able to walk into work and just fucking strut my shit. But
I have the perfect quote for us going into this game, and it's this one right here.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Put Joe Pesci in for Parham. Hey, comes out.
Hey, right now, fucking put one of the rookies in. I don't care.
Yeah, well,
can't do any worse.
I mean, unless he's from Seattle, whether it's on the team or a resident, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say earlier. It seems like only people that keep coming in are former Seattle players, and only one of them so far has contributed to the team.
Yes, Foresight. I was like going through the list. No, it's Jamal Adams. It's Jamal Adams.
At least, and I know not everyone, there has been people out there who have done nothing but bash him, even after the 2 games, still trying to go out there and bash him off of old stats, but he has at least been serviceable in replacement for Miller.
Jamarcus Russell is parting ways with Sam by Parham, so I think that'll work. And Devon says, let's let it all hang out college style, okay? Let's take it back. Okay, Pete, what is Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly? Let's take him to school, okay? Let's take him to school. And don't act like you need to go back to school, okay? Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly.
Hey, look, I want the damn bus video back. Trust me.
If the Raiders win, the bus video will be back. Okay. Hopefully, right around the stadium in honor of John Gruden. Let's go. That is our show for today. Come on, Raiders. Don't make me want to turn off the TV after the first quarter, Geno Smith. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. That's my keys to the game. Don't make me turn off the TV before we get to halftime. Okay. I'll give you 2 quarters. Okay. 2 quarters. That is our show. Come back on Wednesday and we'll talk about whatever happened in this game. Hopefully it's positive. Not trying to say we're negative or anything like that. It's just we're trying to look at it now in reality. All right, in reality, and not having to make decisions. Where is it at? From now on, I'm getting my game plan from the Cage Rest. Thank you, Pete Carroll. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Okay, we're trying to help. And if not, where is it? I was trying to get it. I'm not fast enough. Right here. Okay. More victories count when you're drunk. Don't let this game get you inebriated to the point where you can't make more decisions. Okay. Every more decision you make at drunk counts. All right. That's it for now. Come back on Wednesday. We'll talk about the game. Raider Nation, be safe out there. Asylum, you're right there in the middle of it all. Be safe out there. I don't want you to come back in an actual jail cell. Hey, guys, I smuggled in. I keistered a phone to do this show. Don't ask me how.
My prison wallet.
And we'll go from there. All right. Take care, everyone. Raider Nation, have a great weekend. Raiders, don't ruin my weekend. And we end every show like we always do with a word from Raider Milt, a.k.a. Coach Wallace from my old high school. And yes, take care. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And don't ruin it, Raiders. That's all I got to say. Don't ruin it. That's my key to the game. All right. Peace out.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight again. I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.